Hello, this is Andrew Thape from Mines and Money. And today I have with me Richard Murphy, President and CEO of Manitou Gold. Delighted to meet you, Richard.
That's my pleasure, Andrew.
Hey, that's great. Well, perhaps you can start off by telling our listeners a little bit about Manitou Gold.
Yes, Manitou Gold is a Canadian mineral exploration company based in Ontario. We're exploring for gold only in Ontario. We see it as a very safe jurisdiction. And we're working on a project that's well situated, a lot of very prospective land in a re-emerging gold belt.
Okay. And then what sort of sets your mining company apart from others in the space? Because obviously there's a lot of gold plays out there at the moment. Why should investors invest in you rather than someone else?
Again, we're working in a jurisdiction that's very mining friendly. This particular belt, as I mentioned, it's re-emerging. There are several sort of mid-tiers bumping up against major size companies operating in the area. Mm-hmm. So the larger mines in this belt are owned by Wesdome, Alamos Gold on the west of us, and to the east of us is the past producing Renabi mine owned by Barrick. And between Island Gold, owned by Alamos, and Barrick's Renabi mine, we own 350 contiguous square kilometers. Importantly, that includes the 18-kilometer strike length of the continuation of the Goudreau-Lacache deformation zone that really has not been drilled.
Mm-hmm. And along with your great geology, you also seem to have a great management team. Can you just tell our listeners a little bit about your management lineup?
Yeah, well, I'll start off with myself. I'm the president and CEO. My background is I'm a geologist by training, working in this field for the last 17 years. 27 years, the last 17 of which I've been in an executive role. I've brought companies from pre-IPO through the going public stage, through discovery, resource delineation, conversion to reserves, and sale of public companies. That's sort of my background, exploration entrepreneur. We've got a VP corporate development that is a fellow by the name of Donato Sfera. He's investment banker by background, diverse background. He's worked in mining for a while and moved into the cannabis space, but he saw, in light of the fact that we're getting negative real interest rates, the gold sector was very, very attractive. So he came back and moved into the company in that role of VP corporate development about a year and a half ago now. We've got a VP of Community and First Nations Relations, and Pat Dubray is very, very involved in local communities, First Nations. Make sure that our communities and First Nations are real partners with what's going on, well appraised of everything, and supportive. Finally, we have an exploration manager by the name of Phil Escher, who's like real stalwart, boots on the ground. He spends 99% of his time on the project, taking care of everything from drilling, geophysical contractors, guys working in core shacks, logistics. He's the man on the ground. So it's not a one-man show. Certainly all four of us sort of share the burden of what it is we're trying to do in the exploration front.
So you've got great geology, great team. What opportunities do you see for Manitou Gold over the next 12 months?
So we've spent the last literally 4 years from conceptualizing what a project might look like, working on putting this consolidated 350 square kilometers together. It took literally 3 years, 8 different deals to consolidate that land package. It was very fragmented ownership. We've now done that. We've gotten strategic investors. At the end of that process, we got Alamos Gold to come in. They own 19.9% of our company, have a board representative. O3 Mining, which is one of the Osisko group of companies, owns 9.9% of our company. They also have a representative on our board. And, really we're at the stage now, we're in the first quarter of this year, we started to drill off this Baltimore deformation zone, which is a continuation of the Goudreau-Lacache deformation zone and hosts all the emerging gold deposits in the camp.
Okay, excellent. And can you also just tell us a little bit about your investor base? Is it mainly retail at the moment, or is it institutional?
Well, those two strategic investors I mentioned, Alamos at just under 20%, O3 Mining at just under 10%. Our management group owns 15% of the stock. There are some very savvy individuals who are close to the company and to our management who own about 20% of the stock. So you've got about 65% of the stock that's in a very small number of hands. No institutions at this time. We do have coverage by Laurentian Bank. So that's an opportunity that we're looking to capitalize upon in the short term.
Okay. Always good to have a management company holding a significant portion of the company's stock. Well, that seems like a really, really kind of great investment opportunity there. So I think that all that remains for me to do is just to thank Richard Murphy, President and CEO of Manitou Gold. Thank you very much, Richard.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.